Hi, child of God. This is part two. And this will be about it has always been between you and God. And let me let y'all know something. The choices that you make in life, it doesn't matter whom or what it is about or who that you affected, it was always between you and God. Now, I'm going to give my example, then I'm going to speak a little bit at the end. So imagine y'all back inside of middle school, right? And then you hanging out with your gang and stuff like that, whatever. Cause y'all know it can't be no ordinary people. Like it gotta be gang them. Like it has to be them, right? Let me stop. But no, let's say that you with them, right? And y'all inside of this class with this individual teacher. Let's say the teacher name is Miss S, right? Cause my name start with S. But let's say that her name is Miss S, right? And let's say that you feel me, you with your friends, right? And y'all, when y'all get together, y'all act a fool, and y'all all inside the same class. So y'all acting a fool, y'all doing yada yada yada, y'all doing this, that, and the third, right? And you know your mama don't play. You know your parents don't play. You know that about your parents. But then at the same time, you're with your gang. You feel me? You with your friends and stuff. And these the friends that you feel me, when y'all get together, y'all just act out. Y'all act wild. So y'all inside of class and y'all teacher keep warning you. Y'all teacher keep saying, "Oh, quiet down, get off your phone, stop being loud, stop cursing, stop doing this, stop doing that." Over and over and over and over again. And y'all over there, you feel me, everybody booted up with one another. "Oh, I don't care, she could do this, she could call my mama, she could do this, that, and the third." You saying the same thing. And let's say this is day after day after day after day, right? For the whole entire semester. Yeah. For the whole entire semester. So Miss S she's done with it. So she ended up calling a friend. She's like, "Oh, such and such, I'm sending these group of girls, or I'm sending these group of girls and boys, or boys up to the front. I had enough with them. All they do is this, that, and the third, day after day after day after day. I don't know what to do." And then let's say the principal like, "Okay, send them up here." Now, when you get up to that office, y'all have to understand, first of all, when you get up to that office, the principal call y'all in individually. Those who know, you know. When you get called inside of that principal's office, you get called individually. You don't get called with your friends, right? You get called one by one. And I'm talking about those who went to school with one of those principals. They called you one by one, and they were calling your parents one by one. So guess what? You end up getting up there at the office. You feel me? The principal telling you, "Oh, so what did you do? What happened?" You trying to explain yourself. "Oh, well, we gotta call home. We gotta call home." They end up calling home. Yada 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 da 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 da. The principal told the mom, "We're gonna have to suspend such and such because this is a ongoing process. We're gonna have to suspend them for a couple of days, and hopefully when they come back, they have a different attitude, right?" Boom, bam, that end up happening. You like, you feel me? You feel me? It's a rush. It's a rush now. But you end up spending the rest of the day, and you're still around this friend group because you spending the rest of the day. Ain't nobody got sent home early or nothing. But you're spending the rest of the day with these friend groups. All they do, they encourage you to do wrong things, right? So say for instance, the parent end up calling you, and the parent told, like, having a pep talk with you, because we know God, he warns us more than once. And even that teacher, Mrs. S, alone by themselves, they're a warning as well. So we know God, he warns us multiple times. He warns us multiple times. So say for instance, your parent call you and say, "Oh, you need to get your act together. I don't ever want to hear this principal call me again telling me that you're doing this, that, and the third," right? So, that's cool, calm, and collective. Next day, your friends tell, "Oh, we should skip school. We should do this, that, and the third." And again, God, he's so merciful. He gives us chance after chance before we get the, or that little, y'all know how God is. But let's say these friends, they influence you to skip and do everything like that. So let's say you're skipping, right? And then you got a good friend at the school that's telling you, "Oh, why don't you know this? You wasn't in class yesterday. Why don't we see you at school anymore? Why don't this, that, and the third?" And you told them the truth. You like, "Oh, I be doing this, that, and the third." So then the principal catch on to it, Now the principal know what y'all doing. The principal know what y'all was doing. Y'all get called back inside the office. Again, y'all have to go in there individually. Now the principal called your mom. You have to come and pick them up early. You have to, and such been skipping school and this, that, and the third. When you get home, it is that parent. I'm not gonna say mother. It is that parent to who you have to answer to. Do you understand me? And when you get home, guess how that parent's going to be? Are you serious? You did what? My child did what? My child, and after I warned you, I told you not to do this. Now guess what? You end up getting a little pow pow, or you're on punishment or whatever it is. You get your punishment for what you have did, right? But the thing is, you've been warned multiple times. And even though through you hanging out with these group of friends and everything like that, you still had an answer to your mother at the end. So the actions that you did, it came back to your mom. Not to your mom, to your parent. You get what I mean? It still came back to your parent. So all that you did, you were literally doing it, and that was between you and your mom, because your mom was the only person. I keep saying mom. Your parent was the only person that was gonna discipline you. That at the end of the day, you had to explain yourself to. You had to say that you were sorry to. It was your parent the whole entire time. So do y'all understand that? Like, I'm gonna need y'all to understand. I hope that y'all was able to catch that, right? But it's just for you guys to know and to understand, like, that whole entire time when that student was doing what they were doing, right? It was between them and the parent, because if that student had respect for their parent, and if that student was like, oh yeah, I know my parent don't play that, so I can't sit up there and do this, that, and the third, they wouldn't have did it. You get what I mean? But when they got home, they got the punishment from their parent. Everything, the rewards, all that they get is from their parents. It was from the parent the whole entire time. So all that they were doing, that was between them and their parent. Because their parent was the only one that could discipline them. Their parent was the only one that could reward them. You know what I mean? So it has always, child of God, this is just for you to know. It will always be between you and God. And when we go, like I said, I was saying how merciful God was, because on this earth, even running with those type of friends, we get warned by God. Even, like, you feel me, running with the sin. Let's say sin stands for those friends, right? Even running with these things, we get warned multiple times. The Lord that we serve, he's so merciful. But when you stand before God's face, when you are standing before him and he judges you, it's said and done. It is said and done. Because it's different, like with a parent. Yeah, they punish you, and then things will be good afterwards. You know what I mean? After those 2 weeks or that 1 week, you get your phone back, you get this, that, and the third back. But with God, when you stand before him, like when you're honestly standing in judgment, what you did is set in stone. Like, it's done already. So that's just the thing to know about God. Like, all child of God, know that all the decisions that you made, everything that you ever did, it was never about that teacher that you disrespected. It was never about the principal that you was giving a hard time. It was about you and that parent, because you were embarrassing that parent. You were disrespecting that parent. You get what I mean? And if you made good choices, it was that parent that you were respecting. It was that parent that you was causing to rejoice due to your good choices that you were making. You get what I mean? So it has always been between you and God, and it will always be between you and God, because at the end of the day, those friends that sin, whoever it is, they will, you get what I mean? They're gonna get judged. Them people gonna get judged, and they're gonna have their own parents to deal with. But with God, it ain't no, oh yeah, my parent cool, he gonna let it slide. No, because when you come before God, everything's said, it's done. Like, when it's judgment and you're standing before God, it's said and done. But do know that, child of God, like, when it comes down to God, everything that you do is literally, it's between you and him. It wasn't about the friends. It wasn't about this. It was about you. It was about you. It's about you and God. So remember that. I love you guys. Have a beautiful, blessed day.